We are proud to be the official state theater of Tennessee.
In a city that doesn't often go over the top in its presentation of itself, here's one exception.
It is what makes Knoxville feel like Knoxville.
Tennessee Theater is Knoxville's grand entertainment palace.
Built as a movie theater, often referred to as a movie palace. The design is called Moorish Revival. Some people call it Spanish Moorish.
Which existed for only 5 years in American history, 1925, 1930.
Really, the architects weren't concerned about sticking to any one particular architectural style. They mixed it all up. So you have chandeliers that are somewhat French. You have an Italian terrazzo floor. You have lots of different influences that were really meant to just wow the patron when they walked in the front door.
They designed these theaters to transport the average person into an atmosphere where they are kings and queens of their own palace.
I grew up in Knoxville and came to this theater, never had any idea I would even get to touch this organ, much less play it. I have coined a phrase to describe this theater. It's magic, magnificence, and memories.
If you had a fella ask you out on a date and he wanted to take you to the Riviera, that was just a date. But if he wanted to take you to the Tennessee, he really had the hots for you.
So this was the place to go for the big date of the week. Come to the Tennessee Theater, make your way to the balcony, and just have a wonderful time.
It's amazing how many people have, their parents met here, or they proposed to each other here, or even got married here.
We haven't had a funeral yet, but if somebody wants a funeral in here, I can get them a good organist.
People were very proud and possessive of the theater, even when she was a little run down.
It was hard to do shows here. The original stage house was only 24 feet deep.
It was a vaudeville stage. It was a very shallow stage. It was good for telling jokes on.
They did build a loading door. The only problem is when you opened up the loading door, it was 20 feet straight down the State Street. When a vaudeville show came to town, they would get a mule, bring a mule back up here, hook the trunks up to the block and tackle, send the mule down State Street, up the trunks came to the loading door, and they brought the show in that way. When the mule died, we quit using the door. Everything that came onto this stage had to be unloaded from trucks on Gay Street. If whatever we needed to bring in could not fit through the front door, it did not come into the Tennessee. So the foundation realized that the stage was actually the engine that was going to drive the success of the theater.
So one of the main changes in the renovation was the expansion of the stage. In 1996, a nonprofit organization was formed, and then the major renovation was begun in 2003. It was a 19-month, $30 million renovation.
It saved the theater and revived it very painstakingly back to 1928.
It was a wonderful project because it galvanized all different sorts of people from this community.
Everyone came together and made this happen. And the area should be very proud of what has been accomplished here and that what we have here is special.
I really believe that the theater's restoration was a catalyst for the rebirth of downtown. There's no mistaking where you are when you walk down Gay Street and see the beautiful Tennessee Theater marquee.
Performers who have come back, who remember playing the old Tennessee Theater, are just blown away.
Lyle Lovett said, "I'd be all right if I played the rest of my career in places just like this." Rolling Stone magazine likened it to the inside of a Fabergé egg. The Foundation's role, now that they have preserved and restored the theater, is now to maintain that beauty in perpetuity. Every dollar helps us maintain this beautiful State Theater of Tennessee.
It's important in Knoxville because it's a landmark.
This town would never stand for this theater not being here.
The challenge is just to keep it going.
It belongs to everyone, but that means that we were going to need support from everyone as well.
The historic Tennessee Theater Foundation welcomes your support. Please visit TennesseeTheater.com to learn how your financial contribution can help sustain Knoxville's grand entertainment palace.